Live from Los Angeles, it's Friday night and time for the Kruse Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Friday, guys. February 28th, 2025. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a great week. We're happy to be back here on Friday for episode 305. Yeah, it's been a great week so far. Always happy to have you. Hope you conquered, you dominated, you had the best week ever. Then we're going to rock and roll, have a great weekend. It's Oscar weekend, so that means something, right, guys? We're a good time. And joining me back is my amazing, fantastic, outrageous, and amazing one more time co-host, Miss Angela Kostel.
Oh, wow. Thanks. That's a great intro, Brian. So love. Thank you. Back at you. Yeah. Good to be here. Good to see you guys. Cheers.
Good to see you too. Cheers. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Just, living the dream over here. You see my head? I feel like it's like out of this picture. Good.
Hello, Angela.
Oscar. See, now it's like that. It's like I gotta like move it.
It's just that single man.
I saw the film with Timothy Chalamet, our favorite.
Oh no,
Chalamet. Which one?
Complete Unknown.
Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, how was Chalamet? Was he dominating? Was he worth it? Was he worth the?
Yeah, he did pretty good. He did pretty good. Not sure if it's Oscar worthy. Totally. It's somewhere in the neighborhood, but I don't know. Yeah, but it was good. So I watched it.
He's loving that praise. What's up, Queen? Good to see you, Queen. He's loving that praise. I think I think that whatever's happened with him, good for him. But I still think he was a little cocky. So I'll still say a little cocky at the SAG Awards.
I know. Yeah, just this much, not much, just a tinge.
Oh, him and his dirty lip,
Well, happy to have you,
Angela. Let him live it down, but no, it's good to see you. Well, you got your manly hair coming in, your man beard.
It's starting to happen. I go back, 8 a.m. Monday morning, so it's got to come back the best I can.
How long are we growing? Not we. Are you? Are you growing? I'm not growing.
I wish it grew better over here. It never has, but I'm just gonna let it keep going.
Are you missing a pen? Oh, is there a spot missing on the side?
It just doesn't grow that well right there.
Oh,
well, it grows here. Doesn't grow that much here.
Hair you can glue on.
Yeah, it's a
slap
start.
It on there.
It's just
ouch.
Oh, GR, it's been happening for a long time, my whole life.
And you guys are pretty drunk.
I can relate, Brian. I burned my first beard off in a fire when I was about 21, and I didn't have to shave at all for like 10 years.
Angela, I think everybody knows he's here, but the Thirsty Daddy, GR Waters.
Yeah, I know, right? Without further ado.
What's up, GR?
Just having a drink, Yeah, and just
GR.
so you know, just to make your day, only 300 days till Christmas.
Listen to this guy, Angela. 300 days till Christmas.
Excellent. Well, that's good. I'm not planning on buying any gifts anytime soon, so we're good. I got a while.
Yeah. Calm down, GR. That's too much. GR, how was your week? Was it good?
It was good, yeah, and hot, but thank God we're going back to winter weather starting to. Hey, Pepe, what's up, big guy?
Is your name next to
we're going back to
thirst
winter
in the
weather
dictionary?
starting tomorrow.
Is her name next to thirst in the dictionary, GR? Pepe wants to know.
Right before it.
Right before it. Okay, so right before thirst. Okay, good to know. Good to see you, GR.
Well, I said GR and then thirst.
Okay, and then after that comes Daddy. But I don't know how that's actually going to work.
Daddy.
But it's good. Good to have you, GR. Happy Monday. I was going to say Monday. Friday. Happy Friday.
Friday.
I don't know why. It's something like
then?
that. It's something like that. Also joining us back, fellow producer himself, guys, from at 3Gs. Always out there saying positive and bringing that motivation and the energy to you. Mr. Ronald, Todd, Woodward. What's up, Ron?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Good to see you, Brian.
Good to see you, Ron. How you doing?
I'm doing great, but PR, I think missed something because there was a post this week that LA voted we're done with winter. That's why we moved into summer already.
Oh, it's done with winter. We're done already?
Well, I guess somebody overrode the vote because it's going back to rain tomorrow.
Wow, somebody's going to be upset.
Yeah.
Ron's back.
What else is new in LA?
Pepe's happy to have you here, Ron.
Oh, Pepe.
Right, Pepe?
Ron, seriously, 3 G's. What's that?
Seriously. I'm
Yeah.
grateful to be here.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're good to have
How's
you.
Torbett doing?
Oh, thank you.
Good
He's
to see
doing
you,
great.
Ron.
He's doing great.
Yeah, it's good to see.
with the new club that he joined. What?
Oh, really? Is he still relationship vibes happening for him?
Oh, she kissed him. Oh God! If he
Oh.
watches
Whoa!
Wait, whoa, back it up. Who kissed who?
my
Ron, I love you,
12-year-old's
man.
girlfriend, Torbett's girlfriend.
Torben has a girlfriend? Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Isabella.
And she kissed him.
And she kissed him?
Kissed him last week.
Was he like, Dad,
No, he's
little
been
thing
wanting
happened.
to. He's been
What?
wanting to, and he wanted to first.
Oh, really?
And he just kept going every day. I hope he's not watching this. I'm sorry, son.
We love you, Torbett. We love you.
Love you, Torben.
Yeah.
We just got to say from Kruse Control.
Be careful, Torbett.
Be careful, Torbett. I guess is what we're going to say. What's up, Secret Agent Man?
Until after high school. Just kidding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right.
Too fast. Too fast.
Yeah.
It goes like that. It really does. Next thing you know, you're like, this is 40.
Next thing you know, you're 42, and you're like, what's going on?
Right? Like, this is my life.
Or worse yet, we start calling you Grandpa.
I just found out that's inappropriate in the workforce, GR. I did my sexual harassment training for my job here, and it's inappropriate. You can't call someone Grandpa.
Really? Okay.
They call me Grandpa, and I don't whine.
But according to the handbook, though, if somebody else hears it and they're offended by it, it's a bad thing.
I know, right?
For the record, Brian, Dilligaff.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
I'm at HR call you later, GR. I'm at HR call you later. But happy to have you here.
Wanda? Are you there, Wanda?
That's what we need, Brian. We need HR. That's what we need.
Can you imagine? I mean, we have a GR. I guess we need an HR too, huh?
Yes.
You need an HR for GR.
We don't have an HR. We have a GR.
We have a GR, yeah. GR, you got that covered, right, GR?
We're good.
Oh, yeah. And, I'll cover you guys.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
And of course, guys, you know he's here, the Pepestar. What's up, Peppy? How you doing, man?
I'm electrifying.
You're electrifying, huh, man? You had a good day today? How you feeling good about the show today?
I drink so I can get through this bullshit.
Hey, man, it's not bullshit, Peppy. Calm down. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Please apologize.
The Pepestar's a gentleman. I take that back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So how you feeling today, Peppy? You feeling good about today? What's going on in your mind? What's going on?
Are you ready? Breaking news.
You want some breaking news, Peppy? Is that what you want?
I said, are you ready for some breaking news?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are, Peppy. Now it's that time, everybody. It doesn't matter. It could be a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Every week, there's always one thing going down. That's the lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody. The first thing I want to talk about is Sarah Jones, guys. I don't know if you've ever heard about Sarah Jones before. What's up, Queen? Sarah Jones, unfortunately, she lost her life quite a few years back now, 2014 now. And I remember working on set during the time after this happened. A lot of people would have on their camera equipment because she was a camera. She's part of the camera department. And they were put on their, on their slates, everything else. Remember Sarah Jones. Now, if you don't remember what happened here, on February 20th of 2014, pretty much just like, it's almost a reunion at that time, she was struck by a train and she lost her life while they were shooting Midnight Rider. Now, this is one of those things that they were shooting illegally. And they were on the train tracks, and they didn't have anybody locking it down, nothing. A train starts coming. She ran back to grab the camera, and she got hit by a train and lost her life. And this is why we have to have safety on set. It's a big, big thing, and unfortunately, this young woman lost her life in it.
It's absolutely horrible.
It's horrible. It's horrible, Angela.
I think of a worse way to die than like getting hit by
hit by a train.
Maybe I could think of a worse way, but I mean, it's one of the worst.
You see it coming. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, like, like, you know what I mean? What do you do? You have no time. Really.
Nothing. No. Well, the sad thing too, Angela, is like she was in safety and they told her to go back and get the camera.
Oh, they told her she didn't do it on her own?
Yeah, she went. They were like, "You gotta get the camera." She went back, got the camera, and then she got hit by the train. No, they had a bed in the tracks. They had a bed in the tracks too. They were shooting like a dream sequence on the tracks. It was ridiculous. It was not safe. It was not safe.
Really bad.
But one thing that Netflix is doing right now, which is actually like pretty notable and pretty amazing, is they're putting a scholarship forward right now. They're calling it it's a fund. They're calling it the Creative Equity Fund for Netflix. Now, this is actually going to be helping train people into getting into the film industry. And it's an annual internship that's going to be with this fund, to be funded by this fund. And this internship is going to be about job training program dedicated to the memory of this late camera assistant, Sarah Jones. This opportunity consists of a 12-week program, this internship. It's going to be paid, right? And you have camera training program for Commander Camera in Atlanta. So it's all going down in Atlanta. And the participants will learn all the aspects of digital cinematography. They'll participate in opportunities to visit on set and observe camera crews at work and begin building their network of industry, of course, contacts they're going to find on set. And after successfully finishing that training, they're participating in a 1-week paid internship on top of that at Cinelise Lighting and Grip at Cinelise Studios in order to learn about that aspect of film too. And then after all of that's said and done, they're going to work for 30 days as an ICG crew member in the Atlanta-based Netflix production. And they'll get to actually work on set for 30 days and they'll get offered membership into their local ICG 600 so they can actually freelance and get to work and start actually getting part of the industry. I think that's an amazing thing. I think it's an amazing thing, right?
That is.
Yeah.
There are people are going to line up for that. That's an amazing opportunity.
This doesn't happen like this, Ron. It's hard to get into the union like this. And I think that to give like something like this after what happened to this woman, I think this is fantastic. Netflix is giving back and doing this,
it's
right?
A great tribute. It's a great tribute. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to get into these unions. I'm super excited for anybody that can get involved with this. But again, we have to look at like someone lost their life over all this. And I'm happy this is something to remember her by and something to learn from this. And I hope that a lot of people can get their big break through the situation, but it'll never actually bring back what we lost. And that was somebody's life and their career and their opportunities.
I'm a Nepo baby, so it didn't have, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, well, that's amazing when that happens too, because a lot of times, Ron, I would say this too, the people that work in the industry that are Nepo babies or are second, third generation, I should say, of Grips, Electric, any kind of department. A lot of those have I would say definitely the crew jobs. They've learned that craft so well, and that it's those are the best trained people that actually do that job. That's why more jobs to come back here. That's what I always more
absolutely.
And I hope that happens. I really do.
I did a show at Warner Brothers, and I remember them coming up to me. They said, "You can't hire family on your crew." I'm like, "Can't hire family on my crew?" I'm like, "Hold on a second. What's the name of the studio?" And she said, "It's Warner Brothers." I'm like, "Right, it's brothers." So all of my cousins that I hired have different last names, anyways. It's from marriage, so everybody was fine.
Brothers.
We didn't hear that, Ron, because it never happened.
Never happened.
But I do have to say, though, I'm happy this is going down. And I hope that a lot of people get opportunities and this keeps going. Unlike Craven, we need no more Craven, guys. We need no more Craven. Let's be done with this. But Craven's coming to Netflix. So if you haven't had a chance to watch Craven, I'm not going to say why. I'm not going to trash the movie too much. But on March 13th, 2025, you can officially watch Craven on Netflix if you haven't seen it yet. Or maybe
boy.
GR's will be checking it out. He wouldn't go to the theaters to see it, so maybe he'll watch it at home. GR? No, right?
No.
It's no. I gotta say, Ron, no. Angela, everybody's no, we don't want this. We don't want this. He-Man.
I mean, if you're feeling frisky.
You're feeling frisky for some Aaron Taylor.
Whoa, look at
if somebody was feeling frisky, they could
just
this might satisfy some of those feelings.
and people might be feeling frisky too about this new He-Man image, guys, because the first Masters of the Universe image is out. I know Jordan was super excited, but all you see is his chest. All you see. So this is what we got. We got his chest. We got the sword. What?
That's a chest? Oh, I couldn't even see with that big eyes.
Yeah, it's just his chest. That's
Okay.
just his chest. But the first official Masters of the Universe image is out there. Nicholas Galazine. I'll probably butcher his name until the end of time. He has the power, and this is his first image. He's been bulking up quite a bit. He was kind of a little scrawny guy, and good for him though. You got to become He-Man. You got to do it right, and he's apparently trying to make it happen. So, highly do not recommend Craven. That's what Queen says.
Whoa.
I want to see how He-Man's going to do. I'm excited about He-Man. I'm also just to see
good taste, Queen.
Movie. Yeah, well, yeah. It was okay. Gee, it wasn't the best. But I want to see about Pattinson coming back for Batman and the whole Penguin thing, because Pattinson is not, guys, going to officially be the DCU's Batman. James Gunn came forward because GR wanted to know, so James Gunn spoke for GR out there and said, no, we are not going to get Pattinson as our DCU Batman. He might pop up, the Batman of the DCU official timeline might pop up at some place, and they'd love to bring more jobs back to LA, but they said it depends on the tax incentives as well. So James Gunn's not going to guarantee we're coming back with more jobs unless LA gives them better tax incentives. I give it one of these. I give it a womp womp, guys, because if you build it, they will come. And so please just start bringing stuff back, bring jobs back. But apparently if the money's not there, they're not going to do it. And also the Penguin did fantastic, of course, in the Pattinson world. And Colin Farrell came forward and said, I don't want it. I don't not want it. And he said, so it's like 8 hours of prosthetics. It was a lot to get into it. He goes, just because it had a quote unquote success and people are asking for us to go again, I don't want to dilute the version of what people seem to feel that it is. And I feel like the majority wants it, but I'm in no rush. I have no deep desire to do it. Sure, I think that there's something that works in conjunction and is parallel. I will do it. But it has to work in the Matt Reeves cinematic universe, and it has to be good. And he's open to it, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, guys. And if it doesn't happen, I think there will be chaos on the streets. And Chaos was canceled, guys. We talked about this Jeff Goldblum as God being canceled, but we didn't talk about the numbers. Apparently, it was the highest rated and watched Netflix show that was canceled last year. What? I mean, what were we doing? 20.3 million views?
Did you?
Chaos was I watched the whole thing. It was so good, Angela. Jeff Goldblum, Zeus. And it's like modern day, but the Greek gods are still ruling over him. And Zeus is losing his mind. He thinks he's about to be killed, or he's going to lose his powers. And he's trying to figure out how to actually save himself. And there's all this crazy stuff that goes beyond that. Jeff Goldblum was fantastic as Zeus. There was 8 episodes on Netflix. It was fun. It was really fun. And they kind of modernized it. One of the Greek gods was a musician. Another one, they're living amongst us. We respect them. We honor them, but our lives are still moving on. Modern day. It was fascinating. But again, it had great numbers, but Netflix said that the budget compared to the numbers wasn't good enough for them to keep it going. Even though it was the top show at the time, they said it wasn't a big enough numbers to warrant doing more seasons. So
yeah,
that's why, Angel, because it said because the numbers weren't big enough. It was a top show, but it wasn't big enough to balance the budget. It must have been a pretty big budget. They would not release the numbers for that. So it's unfortunate because I think it would have been great. It was a big cast.
I'm wondering if a lot of the money went to salaries.
I think honestly, Jeff Goldblum, Helena was a big character too. I can't think of her name. She was a big talent in there too. But those two were kind of the top ones. And then beyond that, Janet McTeer. Yeah, she was Helena. Also, if you look down the beyond that, though, I would say you don't really have a lot of big people. David Thewlis, I think that's how you say his name. He's pretty big, but not he played Hades. But beyond that, a lot of the cast I haven't really heard of. So I was kind of shocked by it too. I mean, honestly, there wasn't a lot of green screen. There was a lot of practical stuff for this too, practical locations, big mansion for Zeus's castle. And beyond that, we had to go to the underworld, but that was all kind of practical too. So I don't understand why it was such a big budget. No, it was a great show. It was a really fun show. So I wish we get to see more. And you'll get to see more of everybody this Sunday at the Oscars. And you'll get to see apparently Carla Gascon, Sophie Gascon are going to the Oscars. Guys, she's going to the Oscars. Even though she said she wasn't going to go, Netflix is going to pay all of her expenses, and she's going to attend at the Dolby Theater this Sunday because she is nominated for Best Actor. So, or Best Actress, I should say. And honestly, I would say this. It's that's good she's going, I think, but also, like, there's been so much controversy, and Netflix has got to push her aside. I don't know why she want to go, but she's going to go, and we'll see what happens beyond that. I think people won't even talk about it. I think it'll just be what it is. She's there. They probably won't even showcase her that much, as they've already pushed her off all the billboards since all of her tweets have come out. But they are coming down the 97th Academy Awards, hosted by Conan O'Brien. Can't wait for that, guys. This Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hulu Live, which sucks. I want to watch it. We had the SAG Awards.
And ABC.
On ABC, you can get Sling, Fubo, DirecTV stream. You can watch it this Sunday. And we're going to have our Oscar after show on Monday to talk all about it. She was supposed to be a Secret Agent Man. She's the first transgender actress to be nominated for an Academy Award. And it was a big deal. Netflix was pushing for it, but then all the tweets came out, and then that went down where she lost. Pretty much everyone pushed her away. So we'll see what happens beyond that. But somebody else getting pushed away a little bit is Blake Lively, guys. Oh, Blake Lively. Let's keep talking about her, right? So a new order has been issued by a judge subpoenaing the actress because, she's been trying to subpoena all of Baldani's text messages from his whole phone record, saying, I want all the text messages, all the receipts, everything, right? I want them all. And a judge came forward and said, no, you're not getting all of his text messages. You're trying to get things that you don't deserve records to. So you need to narrow these down. That came down. And also saying, she's coming forward saying that people are trying to weaponize against her. All the content creators are trying to weaponize against her because of Baldani stuff he's putting out there. And so Blake Lively is trying to go after content creators too online, saying that they shouldn't be talking shit about her. And that Baldani's influence making this toxic environment to go after her, and that they're going to start trying to target people that are talking bad about her online, which is bad. That's unfortunate. Like, honestly, I love, it goes coming on Ryan Reynolds too. People are talking shit about Ryan Reynolds, and people are distancing from him too, because a producer, I know, there was a producer that said they were in the room when Ryan Reynolds started going off at Baldani, and he said he's never seen it his whole career. Him go off at him like this and yell at him, belittle this man in this meeting. So there's a lot of this stuff leaking out, and they're trying to smash it, trying to get this away, trying to squash it. This keeps heating up more and more and more. Everyone says he has this good guy mentality, but maybe he's not that way. And here's something that Ron and I talked about today, which we'll talk more about as well. So this lawsuit's for $400 million, right, against Lively and, of course, Ryan Reynolds. Lively's gross, profit or gross profit,
net worth
is $50 million. Ryan Reynolds is $350 million. So Baldani, that's 400. They're taking all of their money. That's what he's trying to do because of this lawsuit. So we'll see how that shakes out, guys. Ooh, just put them over, have them fight in the street. And Street Fighter's coming pretty soon, so maybe they can be involved with that. Because Street Fighter found its director, guys. The upcoming live-action version of Street Fighter. The last one happened with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now we're getting a new version from a new director. And, of course, Legendary Entertainment and Capcom are making this. We originally used to have Danny and Michael Philippou, who are amazing talent. If you ever see Talk to Me, guys, what a great A24 movie. It was fantastic. It had that hand. They were supposed to direct this before. Not anymore. They'd stepped down. And Kato Sakuragi, I probably butchered his name too. He's taking over. And Kato did a couple different things. I never really heard of Kato before. The Eric Andrews show, Andre show. I've never heard of that before. But, he's done some little things. He worked on Peacock's Twisted Metal as well, directing as well. So hopefully it's good, guys. I want to see it. I want to be good, but bring Jean-Claude back. Let's make it happen. And speaking about coming back, Dexter's coming back, guys. Of course, Dexter Resurrection and our newest cast profile coming forward. We have amazing talent coming in, guys. I mean, Ritter, guys. I love Ritter. I think she's been fantastic for a long time. I loved her over there on Daredevil. She was great in Daredevil, Kristen Ritter. But now she's officially signed on for Dexter Resurrection, and her character is a renowned sommelier who is hiding a secret serial killer secret. That's what it is. And she's going to be a kind of recurring, but she's not going to be full time, but pretty much a pretty big part they're saying for this new season. Not saying much more than that. She had announced that she was going to be shooting back in New York. Everyone was like, "Oh, it must be Daredevil," because they're about to start shooting season 2 of Daredevil, and they're expecting her to be coming back as Jessica Jones. But no, she's coming in to be again on Dexter. So hopefully it's going to be great. I love Dexter. Can't wait for it. The character is called Mia Lapierre. and hopefully it's fantastic. With the good, though, always comes the bad. It's been a sad week for Hollywood, I will say. We've had a couple of big deaths. And the one I want to talk about first is Michelle Trachtenberg. Now, we've been talking about Buffy a lot, and of course, Michelle played the sister on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And honestly, she was fantastic. And I've loved her whole career. She's gone through a lot of turmoil in her career. Think about all the Joss Whedon stuff, guys. All the Joss Whedon stuff was horrible. With him having to be separated from her on set because he was being creepy to her, that's unfortunate. And with her having to be like protected as a child is unfortunate too on a series. That's not right. It sucks that at 39 years old, she lost her life. It's really unfortunate. And they usually do an autopsy after the fact, but her family stepped in and said, no, they don't want that based off their religious views. And so there's not going to be an autopsy. Probably never any official cause of death that comes forward for this. But she did just have a liver transplant. And this came out from ABC News that she had a liver transplant just recently, like last week. And that might have been why she actually lost her life. Maybe it was her body wasn't taking to it. We will probably never know. Now, people were saying she was looking very thin, very ill in the past like few weeks when they'd see her out and about. She was out like 6 weeks ago. Here's a picture of her from there. You can see she looks a little bit skinnier. Yeah. So maybe that could be from like having to have surgery though too.
She doesn't even look the same. You can't even tell the same. It's just completely a different, yeah.
Yeah. And that could be from what she's going through the liver disease. Or
if you're needing an organ transplant, I mean, you're not going to look, I mean, not everyone's going to be looking healthy, right? Like,
No, not at all. And then you see that, though, and it sucks because at 39 years old, you would think you'd have a lot of life to live. Her mother found her, which is really sad, too. I can't even imagine.
Horrible.
You're coming in and be like, 5 years, 39.
Could you imagine finding your child on absolutely not. It's just, horrible.
No parent should ever have to bury their kid.
No. And I think it was Secret Agent Man said, yes, Joss Whedon was the creative backbone of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I don't think he's going to be involved with the remake because, again, of all the shit he was pulling back in the day. That's why Disney let him go, too. He did Avengers 1 and 2, and then this all came out. And he was gone. He was gone. And I think that's necessary. She was 12, 13 years old, something like that during Buffy. That's just not right. It's not right.
No.
Protect your children, But this just sucks. We lost her. It just sucks. And she went through a lot of turmoil. Imagine in her career that she had, which was still a grand career for a lot of actors. She was big shows, and it sucks we lost her so soon. I mean, also it's you hear about this, and you hear about Gene Hackman too. And I love Gene Hackman. He's still my Lex Luthor, guys. Always, I know. I loved him so much. Such a phenomenal talent. Welcome to Mooseport, I think was his last movie. And he stepped away because he said that he went to the doctor's office and they said that his heart wasn't doing well. And his doctor told him any more stress you're impacting on your body could cause you to have a heart attack. And so he said, okay, I'm retiring from acting. And he just stopped because he said it was too much. Here's a picture of him, just not too long ago. He lost a lot of weight too at 95 years old. To me, barely recognizable. I would have saw him. I would have known that was Gene Hackman.
Oh my gosh, that was him?
That was him.
Holy, I would never. Okay, yeah.
You never know.
You see the nose, and that's about it.
Yeah, you're right, GR. Wow. His nose. But he stepped away. He was 95 years old, unfortunately, him and his wife, and they passed this week. And okay, so they did a big search. What happened is too, there was a wellness check that happened at the house. Hadn't heard from him a while. The neighbors came over to look for him, and that's where they found him. It came out today that Gene Hackman had been dead for about 10 days before they found him. Apparently his pacemaker, GR was somebody whose pacemaker had stopped, and that's how they could tell. And the scene was really weird. So the front door of the residence was unsecured and it was opened. And this is why the deputies are looking into this more. They observed a healthy dog running loose in the property. Another healthy dog was near the deceased female, of course, his wife. There was a deceased dog 10 to 15 feet from his wife as too in the closet of the bathroom. That's kind of weird. The water heater had been shuffled and moved. There was a pill bottle that had been opened and pills were scattered amongst the floor next to her as well. And Hackman was located in a separate room of the residence with no obvious signs of a gas leak, they were saying at all, which is the first thing they went to, that maybe it's a gas leak. No obvious signs, but people are still saying by the time, about 10 days, probably being passed away, that gas could have dissipated through the house maybe. So maybe that could still be something. But they are looking at this. They're not saying foul play yet, but they are getting into this to investigate further. Now, I mean, the two men that have found them, they said the bodies were already decomposed by the time they had found them too, because again, it's been 10 days, guys. No indications of invasion, nothing like that. It's just a sad day because Gene Hackman was a massive talent. I love Gene Hackman like a lot of us do. And I think that it was sad when he stepped away. He did it very, very nice, and he just did it very silently. He dipped out very honorably, I would say, in a lot of ways. And I really hope that he enjoyed the rest of his life. And it's a sad day for all of us. It is. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. But as we're just taking a beat here, I know it's a lot to take in. I'm going to send it over to Pepe for a second because, guys, we see in a second. Pepe?
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.
Everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's going to be a fantastic night. It is Friday, guys. Raise your glass. Take a toast. Happy to have you here. And we'll talk more about all of that. But everybody has to have a moment in the sun, though, guys. So now it's that time to put that 1 minute on the clock. And all my guests get 1 minute down to say, is there hot takes? Let's do it. All right, everybody. Now it's that time for those hot takes. This is that time. Put 1 minute on the clock. All my guests get 1 minute. Break down all their hot takes on all latest breaking news. Now, can they make it before that bomb blows up, or will they not? And honestly, it's up to you. It's not up to me. I gave that up a long time ago, right? We gave it up. It comes down to you guys. You decide who will be our hot take winner for tonight's edition, episode 305 of Kruse Control. And I can't wait to find out who's going to win tonight. Here we go. Let's go to the panel. Let's go to the panel. All right, everybody. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Angela, who's going to go first in the hot takes?
Let's go with Ron.
Let's do it.
Ron.
Let's do this. That's actually.
Go, Ron.
Let's do it.
This is great, Ron. This is great, Ron. I'm feeling frothy for you tonight, Ron. I'm feeling frothy for you.
Do I have the right one? Wait. This is what pulled up.
Do you have the right hot takes?
No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
That would have been
What?
You know what, Ron? You might have won. You might have won with that. You never know. You're like Ron's takes. I'm like, whatever is happening in the world.
Well, wait a minute.
Because it could have been about Courtney Cox. It could have been about anything.
That'd be funny.
Oh my God. It'd been great. Ron just goes into Courtney Cox as opposed to worrying about anything else.
We'll just go ahead and slide this on over into Courtney Cox.
Ron loves Cox. Let's go.
I'm trying to find today's. Why don't you?
You mean go with somebody else, Ron? Are you not ready?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Angela. Ron is going to forfeit and send it back. He's going to send it back.
Send it back.
I'm going to do GR.
Okay. All right, GR.
I'm easy. Yeah.
All right. GR, I'm putting you up. It's time for those hot takes. And I was going to tell Ron this, but I'll tell you this. I did a little tweak for Ron for the hot takes finally. So this is for it was a producer call, and I think it's right. So you guys probably won't even notice, but I'm putting it out there. GR, are you ready for these hot takes tonight?
Well, I wasn't, but I guess I have to be.
Oh, come on, GR. You have to be. You have to be. All right, here we go, GR. Get cool, get sassy, get sexy, get up top, raise those hands up in the air, smack them down, and make sure you lick a llama because I'm ready for these hot takes, GR. Yeah. You ready?
Do it.
He's looking down. All right, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes, GR.
Sarah Jones, the intern program, a great tribute to a young woman killed in the prime of life. Craven to Netflix, Dilligav, what a wasted film. That's the first pick. That's the best they have. And no Battinson, another blank by Gunn. What can we say? Chaos Dead, dumb decision. Gascon to the Oscars, what a waste of time. Who gives a shit about her? Him, it, whatever. Lively, being a bitch again. Street Fighter. Yeah, like Brian said, go back to Jean-Claude. This is going to be a joke. Oh, Bitter a killer on Dexter. I love it. Cool. Trachtenberg, transplant failure. What a shame on that young woman. And Gene, a loss of an immense talent to the business. I'm sorry, Gene. Gonna miss you. Turn your mic on, Brian.
Hey, hot takes! All right, GR, how'd that feel?
It felt marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous.
All right. Hey, Ron, do you notice that difference at all?
Yeah, I did. I liked it.
I think it works better. I think you're right.
I think it does. I think you're right. I think you did a good thing.
Angela's like, I don't know if they changed.
I also don't think you sent me today's stuff. I just have till the 21st in every file.
You got it. I sent it to you.
I know. I don't know why just today's would be gone.
I could resend it to you. You want me to do that, Ron?
Do you mind?
I mean, I don't mind. Angela, I guess, are you going to...
And how many of you had to drink tonight?
Water.
Angela, what do you think? Should we just like make Ron get in here? You gonna do it? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll just jump in and then Ron can chime in.
All right, Angela, I'm going to send it over to you next. Here we go. All right, here we go, Angela. Here we go. Ron, you should have that email. All right, here we go. How you feeling? Feeling good about these hot takes? You feeling up top? Raise them up. Bring on the jelly and smack on that peanut butter. All right.
Okay.
Raise it up. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's make this happen.
Okay.
All right, Angela.
All right.
Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Sarah Jones, what a tragedy. I think it's great that Netflix, I guess, is going to be doing this. I hope that they kind of put their money where their mouth is, though, and make sure this actually kicks off. And see some other talent arise out of it. Craven, whoever's craving some Craven, there you go. First look at this Masters of the Universe. I mean, I don't know. I just hope that it does justice by the power of Grayskull. Let's see. Robert Pattinson, it's a tragedy. I don't really know what the whole thing is there. But, you know, I'm certain he'll be back. Netflix Chaos, I didn't see it but Jeff Goldblum's in it, so I'm certain it was amazing. Amazing in everything. So Carla, Sophia Gaston, I mean, I guess Netflix fitting the bill. And they're doing the damage control, the little side of PR spin, which I'm not going to make the rest of this. Blake Lively, I'm sick of her. I'm getting tired of it. Street Fighter, I don't really care. To be honest with you, I'm kind of like whatever about that. Dillagaff, like GR says. Kristen Ritter, I think she'll be great. She's got her little sassy, snarky attitude, and I love it. Michelle Trachtenberg, I am super sorry. She was amazing, and she was a great actress, and I feel terrible that she went through this horrible whatever disease or illness that she had going on. It's awful. And then obviously Gene Hackman and what's going on there. I do think it's a little suspicious for sure. The whole thing just seems very odd, but like, you know, we can probably play all kinds of scenarios out, but I think it just all seems a little bit, I don't know, a little too sus for me.
Yeah. Well, Angela, great hot takes.
Wait, I thought I was going to try and make that one, but yeah, that's covering Ron's hot.
You might. That was like that was the extended cut. That was the director's cut of hot takes for Angela. One of my favorite comments here from Secret Agent Man is, "Don't talk bad about Gun GR. Don't talk bad about Gun because he's right here. He's right there.
Oh,
don't talk bad about him. He's right there. He's right there."
I got a gun. I got a gun too. So what?
All right, Ron, you get those? You get that breakdown?
Nope. Something's up over here.
I sent it to you.
No, I'm not doubting that at all. It's just something's up over here. I'm not.
Maybe we can just like throw Ron what he thinks about the Sarah Jones opportunity. You know, we can do like a 30-second whatever.
Ron,
I love whatever the idea is.
I think Ron's going to freestyle tonight, guys.
Yeah, freestyle, Ron. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. I'm trying to think. Okay.
What do you think?
Here's
Sarah Jones.
Ron, here's what I'm going to do for you fast, okay? Here's what I'm going to do for you. Sarah Jones, Craven, Masters of the Universe, Batman, Chaos, Oscars, Blake Lively, Street Fighter, Kristen Ritter, Trachtenberger, Gene Hackman.
Okay.
It's a lot. All right, here we go.
It's a lot.
All right.
It's a lot.
Hot
The very
takes!
first time I did this, I did that. Okay.
3, 2, 1, hot takes!
Sarah, that's a tragedy. I love what Netflix is doing, though. What a great tribute to her. The Oscars are this Sunday. What? Okay.
Craven.
Oh, I have to go in order? Okay. Oh,
You don't have to.
Craven, I don't even know what that's about. So that the chaos thing, that's unfortunate. It sounds like something's up with that. It doesn't sound like the budget matched anything. The Oscars this Sunday, that's cool. I always like them, but I haven't watched them recently.
About Carla Sofia Gascon.
Oh, that whole thing, man! Did that blow up in her face? I'm surprised that she's going. But then again, I'm not surprised. Netflix wants her there.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man! It's like she will just complain about everything. It's just she's ruining her career. I thought it was the other way around when this first started. That Justin was going to be doing that. She's ruining her career. She's not going to have any credibility. And that's
Street Fighter.
Thank you guys. Thanks for all the help.
If you want some overtime, I can give you some overtime too. If you want some overtime.
Michelle Trachtenberg. That's a true tragedy. It's always sad. Somebody like such a young age, and like we were talking about what she went through on Buffy with other people in power on that show is just horrible at 12 years old. These are things that they don't need to worry about, and it's unfortunate. And she looked completely different when she was out a couple weeks ago. I would not have recognized her.
Yeah.
No way. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy. No. Even Gene Hackman though too. I was like, look, nothing. I mean, he's 95.
I saw that picture.
Yeah, I would never have noticed him.
Yeah. I saw that picture before, and I was just like, wow, that's Gene Hackman. The same thing with Warren Beatty's sister, Shirley MacLaine. Wouldn't even recognize her.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like, I don't even know. I mean, but it does happen to people. I mean, Gene Hackman, at least he was like 95. So you start losing muscle mass. You start, it just happens, naturally. It's harder. It's just harder. But she was 39. I mean, she must have had that. It must have been a massive illness thing. It had to have been.
It had to be, because that really took the toll on her body. She just looks tired. It just, yeah. That's sad.
Sad. Michelle, rest in peace, girl. I'm thinking of you.
Here's to you.
I'll watch Gossip Girl in your honor.
And Gene.
Yes, Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing makes you a little more uplifted than uplifted than a little Georgina Sparks action. So.
Oh my God! Yes.
Wasn't Blake Lively on Gossip Girl too? Yeah, she
was.
Yeah, they were both. Yeah.
That definitely rises up Ryan Reynolds too as well. But great hot takes, everybody.
Is that why it got canceled?
Oh boy, GR.
We can. So when they got together, she was still on that show, I believe, because she dated Penn Badgley on there, like with the main actors for like years.
Yeah,
Penn Badgley was on that too.
Hooked up with some other guy. She hooked up with some other guys on different movie sets. Met Ryan Reynolds. He was trying to get her because he wanted her as more of like I think it sounds like he wanted her as more of a stay-at-home figure, like to be a mom. So he was trying to get her out, like from what I understand, out of her contract.
Oh,
man, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Control.
I mean, he's there's a lot of people that talk about Ryan and like their experiences with him, even in their early days, like how he behaved and like how he had kind of that, like he definitely had like a, like an attitude, like it's kind of my way or the highway kind of thing.
Man.
I worked with him in his early days when he first started working out. He hired the dolly grip to train him, to get that body.
What, really?
Yeah, 2 guys, a girl at a pizza place. That's what it was at 96.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's like, hook this up.
And Kristen Johnson from Third Rock from the Sun comes stumbling over drunk, and she's like, "Where is he?" Because she was dating him.
Was she dating him?
She dated for like a minute.
Let's talk more about this for a second. I'm going to start that poll right now, guys. You vote it up, and let us know who you think should win hot takes. And while I do that, we'll keep this conversation going. And a little bit of like would say a Kruse Control is our quick takes. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the breaking news topics while you guys vote. So let's talk about this stuff. I'm going to put that 10 minutes on the clock, and then after 10 minutes, we're done with this conversation. That's it. We're starting that clock. Let's chat, let's talk, guys. But yeah, the whole like Blake Lively thing is insane to me. It really is. It's like, she asked for like all of his phone records. I want all of your phone. And I know there's people in the chat that are still like behind her. And there's people that are definitely behind her. And I know we're exactly diving into what she said. They're going to come after people like us because we're talking bad. We're not really talking bad. We're talking the facts here. What's happening? Angela, we'll get more into this too. Do you think there's any world that any judge would have let her have all of this guy's phone records?
Well, no, it's not. It isn't relevant.
Not at all, right?
Like, what relevancy would that be to take everyone? I mean, that's like, let me go through every single thing in your house just so I can so essentially I can provide your case with some kind of leverage or fuel. I mean, that would basically be that wouldn't make any sense for a judge to do because they'd be in trouble. Well, they'd be like they'd be disbarred or however you want to, whatever legal language there we need to use. They would have because it's just you're fueling. It would get thrown out. It wouldn't even attorneys wouldn't even allow that to even happen. It would be, it would get reviewed and whatever. But that to me, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what, to me, it's like they're at the grasping straws situation where it's like, all right, this guy wants a full on, Baldoni wants a full on trial where it's like, of his peers or whatever. And I think he wants it done. And honestly, like, again, when you're the right to a fair, a speedy trial, I mean, you could do that technically if they wanted to. If the judge approves it, I mean, they could. It's to me, this is a serious waste because of people's freaking egos. Like Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, you guys were, like she was requested to be in the movie or asked or whatever, and she was interested and wanted to do it. Just play your part, be talent, be there, be supportive of somebody who's like doing something for like the first time, a producer, a director, like help them out. Sure. But like maybe ask for, if you are doing something, ask for some credit or whatever. That's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If it's reasonable, right? But don't go around like, oh, my husband changed scenes. And unless it was like asked for, again, different story. But like, I think it's just crazy that, everything that's coming out now from producers that were there that didn't want to come back, that had to get paid 3 times their rate to come back. You know what I mean? It's insane to work with these people. And people don't want to work with them. Like nobody's going to want to work with them anymore. Like if this is how they work is in tandem, it sounds like fucking hell. Like, sorry.
It's only going to get worse, too. It's like, why would you want this? And the fact is, like, the producers, even producers saying, hey, she's difficult. Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this?
She's like a prima donna every time she's on, all these, like, oh, like my husband, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves my outfit. Like I look so good. It's like, that's what she like seems like in all of her videos. Like, so everyone there was like really blessed to have me in their presence. It was so amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just looked so hot. And like my husband, Ryan, just like really took the fucking reins over. It was crazy. Like that's what she sounds like to me when I look at her talking. I'm like,
you did good with her voice.
Do you see that, Ron? You see that?
I'd be like, okay, so anyways, I think I'm going to like go talk to someone else because I really don't care that you're in this movie. Like,
it's the pirate and the bitch all over again.
I mean, if you wear Louis Vuittons and you're a broke florist, I don't think that makes any fucking sense. You'd be wearing like just some, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like the whole wardrobe thing, just everything was ridiculous. Like
it's just,
no one has clothes like that if you're opening a business and you basically have no money. Just for the wardrobe stuff. It just drove me nuts. Like
I know people in the chat are saying that people aren't listening to this, but a lot of people have been following this, Ron. A lot of people have been following this. It's been kind of a big thing. And it keeps developing more and more. Hence why people are getting like upset about this. Ron, how do you feel about that too? I know you're you want to get in there, Ron.
Get in there. I saw something this week, and it was actually a panel that they did during Gossip Girl, and everybody was up on the panel and they were asking questions, and Blake would constantly like take over, and she was belittling the other.
Yeah.
Like
I know. I saw that too.
Oh, you did? Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I was just like, Leighton Meester. She just went after her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, she's been doing it for a while. They a psychologist called it like the God, what was it? She has. Was it like Queen syndrome? It's something like.
Oh, interesting.
It's the behavior of how she like repositions people and tries to like touch them up and fix them up on the carpet. It's like it's intentional, and it's there's a term for it. And I totally get Queen saying, he's hostile misogynist, who wants to destroy her career. I mean, there's so much.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah, well, it seems like that she's trying to destroy him.
I don't think I don't feel like he's trying to destroy her at all. I think that there was, there was a what was it, a 6-minute long recording between Blake and Baldoni, that a message that I think Ryan had heard. This is what kind of started, and I think for him, he just turned into jealous husband. Like, that goes off for anybody who's like has that complex inside of them. Doesn't matter. And he's known for that. I mean, Scarlett Johansson talks about it. Like, he talks about it like sort of like it's indirect or indiscriminate, but it's about Ryan Reynolds. And that's why she said she's with her husband, Colin, now, because of, she just was like, I didn't realize that, like she made a bunch of comments about things, and people can go back and look online and see what she talked about after her divorce and stuff. But I mean, Scarlett Johansson's she's pretty candid, but she's also like holds things to the chest, but she doesn't, she's not going to bullshit when she's telling you, hey, this is what happened. I mean, I don't think she was being like defamatory or anything towards him. I think she was just explaining what she had experienced, that she didn't really realize her value in a relationship until she met somebody who, like wasn't putting her down or didn't like, hey, you can't wear that, you can't do this, or like a controlling factor. And that's what Ryan has been with. He's had a few women in his life, Alanis Morissette, they were together for a long time.
Yeah.
We got 3 minutes left, guys. We have 3 minutes left, so we're almost done this.
Anyway,
Ryan and I have talked about how there's something missing in this. There's one thing that's missing.
Something.
We don't know what
there is something. No idea. I hope that finds out in court. Let me go to GR fast. He hasn't really had a chance to say anything. I got to confront him right now. GR. This whole thing with Amelia Perez. I know you went after her quite a bit, Gascon, there during your hot takes. Like, it's a big thing for a lot of people, but she opened her mouth and she said a bunch of things. Do you think that it's a good thing for her to actually show up at the Oscars?
No, but she's going to anyway because Netflix wants her to. But the person, I won't even call her a bitch because she doesn't even rate that.
Well, it's a bigger thing though, GR.
She fucked up her career and she's going to pay for it now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's all about putting your foot in your mouth. That's the biggest thing. I just don't see the point of showing up at this point. I feel like people are going to shun her. It just sucks. I think she's going to try to make hopefully she doesn't try to make a moment. She might try to make a moment though, on the red carpet or something like that.
Oh,
we'll follow that. Not. I hope she doesn't. But why else would you show up like that after like you're already being like trash talked like this and like everybody's mad that you're coming even at all. Everybody said don't come.
Brian,
and now she's going to come.
That would be a nail in her coffin.
Based on what she's done already, she's going to show up and make a scene.
You guys, really quick, people are kind of wondering what she did. Why don't you just do a quick recap? Very quickly,
she posted a bunch of comments.
As Ron just said, that she's gonna just hammer the nails in the coffin first.
Yeah, but what she did, GR, she posted a bunch of stuff about 9/11, about how there were people dancing in the streets, excited about the towers being pulled down. She posted about George Floyd, being a murdered rapist and all of that, and he deserved to die. She posted a bunch of stuff too, like about just like anti was it anti-Palestine, I think, too. But you know what? There was just stuff that was like, it was like very political and it was controversial, as opposed to going to her PR team. She just started speaking and not like dealing with it, you know, with her team first, and that caused people to get mad. Netflix was mad. So we got 40 seconds.
It's called Stuck on Stupid.
We're almost done right now. So Chaos, I'm going to say watch Chaos. Anybody watch Chaos here? Anybody? Nobody watched it, right? Watch Chaos. It's so good. I know it's not going to come back. Angela, how about this He-Man picture? How about this picture of He-Man, Angela? Is that chest enough to give you the power to feel like that He-Man should be coming soon?
I can't see anything but a big, thick sword.
There we go. There we go. And Ron, because we got less than 15 seconds left, the St. Jones thing was a crazy thing for the business. And how did it affect your side?
We had a lot of like tributes for her on sets for like 6 months afterwards. She was always on the slate.
The heck?
Yeah. And it was nice. It was nice because we got to remember her every day.
Yeah. I love that too. And it was a big thing. It was a big thing. Yeah. Great. I mean, I know we're out of time, but I want to say that it was amazing. And I saw that too on the slate, and people thought about it, and it really created a movement a lot of ways, you know?
Yeah.
And I hope it helped with safety too. I mean, we have to be more safe about things. Even if you're like independent, Ron, like that, like those people were independent. They didn't have permits. Like, even when you don't have that, I will say don't do that. But if you're out like that, you lock down the train tracks.
Isn't there common sense somewhere? I mean, exactly.
You have a PA, like at least 200 yards down each side of it with walkies, and be like, there's a train coming, and give people time in case something happens. Yeah. Like common sense shit. They didn't have, you would do that in norm. Follow the guidelines if you did have permits, and you'd be fine, you know?
And I feel bad because, you know, they said go back and get the camera. She wasn't in the position to say no.
No, she wasn't, and so she went back, and she lost her life.
That's what's so sad and fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
She lost her life. And I know I'm gonna do 1 minute of overtime in our quick takes, because I just want to say, anybody have to say anything about Gene Hackman or Trachtenberger before we move on, because I know that's a big thing that happened this week. I'm going to start with Angela first here. Angela.
Well, yeah, like I said, Michelle, like it's horrible. I mean, she doesn't even look like she's not recognizable. Like we were talking about, like, I mean, I know there were comments about, oh, maybe she's anorexic, and but until the information was released about her having a liver transplant, I mean, that just changes the whole game. But yeah, I mean, I just, you know, like every other, you know, individual or actor or someone that passes away and at a young age, it's just tragic. And, you know, I just I wish her, you know, a beautiful passage over into the other world, wherever that may be. And rest in peace and be with all the angels and wherever. I don't know where we go, but you know, I hope it's somewhere beautiful.
Me too, especially Gene and his wife too. You know, she was in her 60s, he was in his 90s. You know, I hope they're still together someplace out there.
You know, Gene obviously had a beautiful life. I mean, 95 years old, and most people don't even want to live to that age, right? Because it's not even like you can have a functional,
right.
Your quality of life just goes down so much, you know? I mean, it's depending on, you know, your physical health, but I just think that, I mean, I couldn't even recognize him, but nonetheless, the situation, it just seems really strange, you know? So I'm hoping there wasn't foul play, or there wasn't something that happened, but like, I guess we'll have to wait and see here. But
only time will tell. Ron, anything you want to say fast before we move on?
I've kind of said everything about both of them, so somebody else can have it.
GR, anything?
Two great people, two great talents we lost. It's a shame.
It's a big shame, but great quick takes, everybody. Great quick takes. I gotta say though, it's been we gotta keep this show rocking and rolling. We do have a winner of hot takes. We do, and I'm gonna end the chat right now in the poll. Without further ado, drum roll, everybody. Drum roll, please. Our winner of hot takes for this Friday edition of Kruse Control is the Thirsty Daddy, GR Waters. Congratulations.
Shocker.
Thank you.
Right.
Gary, you've got napping on your bed.
Thank you very much.
He's got what on his bed?
Tissue.
He's got tissue on his bed. GR, what's with that tissue on your bed, man? What are you doing back there?
Bro, what's up?
What's going on, GR? Huh?
What's up?
That's called
silent.
Brian, you know the joke about this nose of mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's a paper towel. My nose has been broken 32 times, and it bleeds all on its own.
Oh, it just does.
And so I keep these handy so I can plug it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh no. Oh.
Well, GR.
Sorry, G.
Well,
my dad said, it only hurts when you breathe. You know.
Somebody get GR a date. A hot one.
Only what
Blow
you have
his
to do to live,
socks off.
so no big deal.
Hey, I don't want to be a Gene Hackman or a Miss Gold Trachtenberg. You know, I want to stick around for a while.
Papa.
Yep. All right. Well, great hot takes, GR. And one day,
thank you.
One day, Ron.
And I want to thank the viewers.
One day, Ron, you'll get there.
You know you're my favorite.
I would have loved it if it was tonight. I'd just throw away all my papers.
I know, right? Like that's what I have to do. That's what you have to do. Next time, Ron. It's going to happen next week. It's going to happen next week.
You got it.
It will. Right, Pepe?
Thank you, Queen.
There it is. Woo.
Thanks, Pepe. Great hot takes across the board, everybody. And I do have to say, like, Ron, we do know that Ron loves cocks. We know that. She's fantastic. She's fantastic. I know.
Courtney, we love Courtney.
Courtney Cox. He loves Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox.
But somebody else that Ron loves is another amazing, fantastic talent that's out there.
Love her. Love her.
I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall.
Come
Take a drink,
on, Ron,
Angela.
she loves you.
Oops, I did it again.
There you go. Another
Okay, you
amazing
two need to take a drink
celebrity
by the
that
rules.
Ron loves is Britney Spears. And let's talk about these new casting stuff about Britney. Can we talk about that?
We can.
Leave Britney alone. Leave her alone, guys. Free Britney. So if you guys have not seen recently,
Please.
Free Britney. If you haven't seen recently, like, of course, we talked about Millie Bobby Brown not too long ago about like Stranger Things, what's happening there. I want to talk about Britney Spears now because she's recently dyed her hair blonde. And there's a bunch of people out there because Britney Spears biopic is about to start shooting soon. John Chu's doing it. It's about to start shooting anytime now. People are like, maybe Millie Bobby Brown's going to be Britney Spears. I mean, she kind of has the look. She put something forward. She said this. She goes, I mean, Britney, Britney is an absolute icon, right? Absolute icon. And I would love nothing more than to be a part of her story. But that's her story, and I am full of support for bringing her story to life how she wants it, okay? I would not want that if she didn't want it. I would want someone to bring it to life in the most beautiful way. I would always be open to something like that if you wanted her to play Britney Spears. So she's open to it. But why is she dyeing her hair blonde? That's the question people are asking right now. But if you look at because maybe, but there's a lot of people that could be playing Britney Spears. I'm going to break this very down.
And she's got a spray tan.
But she's got to get out there. She wants everybody to think she's Britney Spears, so she's starting early. It's brilliant.
Listen, if you want something, manifest it.
Exactly. That's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's not blonde enough.
But there are other actors.
Hey, Britney, girl. I mean, my knee hurts a little bit, but
okay.
Angel, because they want to do the Britney Spears biopic.
Random.
But I'm gonna say you're fast. Let me just break down
Drink, Angela.
Other people that are rumored. Let me break this down fast, okay? So Jodie Comer. Now she was in The Killing Eve. If you guys saw Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, she was his co-part on that. Also, Lily Rose Depp is up for this too. People are putting rumors out there that she might play.
She's a possible.
Nosferatu, and she also sings a lot. She's got a band. Kiernan Shipka. Now she was in Sabrina. I don't know if you saw Sabrina on Netflix.
Another possible.
She's possible. Mad Men. She started on. Ella Purnell from Fallout, the lead of Fallout.
Yeah.
I like her. There's pictures of her going around blonde too, but I just don't see that happening. I think she's like locked down on Fallout for a long time, and she's got great eyes and great. I saw her sing a little bit, but I still don't see her being Britney. Sabrina Carpenter, of course. Sabrina Carpenter,
yeah,
big talent. started out on Nickelodeon, and then she went over to be kind of the same kind of path Britney Spears had. Might be a teen pop star. It was Disney. It was Disney. It wasn't Nickelodeon. And there's also Emily Elaine Lind. I've never heard of her before, but she was on. I saw her. I didn't know about her at first, but she was in Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. She was the ghost in there, the female ghost that kind of tricks her in there. If you saw that. Or Jordan Jones. This one I'm like, who is Jordan Jones? But Jordan Jones was on Dancing with the Stars, Disney's channel, Shake It Up, The X Factor. And she's not a household name, but apparently she's super young. She has a music video out there that was like annoying as hell, guys. Maybe I'm just too old for it, but it was annoying as hell. Sydney Sweeney, another person. People are maybe higher up because, again, she was in Madam Web, White Lotus, Euphoria, big talent.
I think she's got such a unique look, though.
One more, Angela. One more was people are saying Olivia Holt, who was in the series Kicking It. Also has that kind of Disney kind of phase going for. And I can show you guys. Here's a combination with Angela I've here of all the different girls that are up, kind of that are rumored to be.
Let me quickly just point out. No, I mean I think Lily Rose Depp could do it. Millie Bobby.
I got the top three.
Sydney Sweeney, because she can be kind of scantily clad.
Who's the one in front where you can see the red like bra type thing?
That's Lily. That's Lily Rose Depp. She was.
Yeah.
She did a really risque show recently with sort of recently with the Weeknd. It was on It was on It was on Prime.
Angela hilarious.
She was like very. Like it was all.
She's too old.
She's got good body. She's got really good body.
She's a lot thinner. She's like more thin. She's not muscular.
Very thin.
I got my top three: Shipka, Depp, and Carpenter.
Oh, really? That's what Gia.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of a Depp. Go back to the screen again.
Yeah, I'll go on back.
So I think I would probably go with
the red top. The red
Depp, Sweeney.
Throwing her hair.
Because Sweeney, you could pop in some brown. She could do some brown contacts. She's kind of got that.
Well, they can all do that.
Got that,
Livy girl,
really
top right.
I think she could probably do it. I don't know if Millie Bobby Brown has the right. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I have to say it's Depp, Sweeney, maybe Carpenter / Millie Bobby Brown. It's kind of right there. The rest, I don't think so.
Has Depp
I kind of like too. Yeah, she was just in Nosferatu. Did you see Nosferatu?
I did not.
She was great in there, but some fucking sometimes
break it up, Brian.
Cringing in the
you sound like a robot right now. You sound like this guy. R2D2.
R2D2.
What? How about now?
Whoa, what is he?
Better. Quit trying to be a robot.
That's better.
Some of the stuff she was doing in Nosferatu, I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. But okay, let's go. Let's keep this structured, guys. Okay, so GR, I know you threw them out there first. So GR, please tell me why you think that your top three are the right three for Britney Spears, GR.
And they've got the look. Yeah, the blonde, the slim, hot.
Damn,
GR.
And
they have the talent. That's what it comes down to. They can all sing. They're all the right build. And they have the look.
Yeah. Angel, am I okay now? I like Shipka. I think she is good. So she's great in Sabrina. There's a music video they had in there too.
Well, Shipka's my number one. Depp was number two.
Depp is a little strange to me. I don't know about Depp. I don't know about Depp. I think she could probably do it, and I think that it would be like kind of an easy pick for the studios too, because Nosferatu did so well that she's kind of in there, and people are thinking about her. So maybe that would be a 1-2. But
Brian, I agree with you when I first saw Depp. I agree with you totally. I said, no way, this. But then I saw some later pictures, and I saw her doing the song.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, damn, she is good.
Yeah.
That first picture of her, when we did the rundown of them, she looked like shit.
Damn, GR.
Well, hey, I call it like I see it, you know.
Yeah.
I take it
But
she's
the
Johnny's
later
daughter.
pictures,
Yeah, Johnny Depp's daughter.
you got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that
She just
And
said
she
kinda
that.
has
struggled
that
when
hot
she.
mess factor going on, like the hot mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like what
She
Britney, like not in a bad way, but she also has that like angelic side. There's like
Okay.
that like kind of
It's definitely Britney.
like a
Yeah.
real like
when she first started, she sucked as an actress.
Oh,
who,
GR's
Britney?
hitting her hard.
Wow.
But she grew into it and became decent
Yeah, I
as an
mean, she
actress.
definitely needed to grow. She definitely needed to grow into her acting abilities. But I think that
And you grow up as a person, you know.
sure, yeah, I mean, she
Yeah.
definitely. But I think too,
Experience.
when you're so traumatized by so many different things that happen to you in your life, like her, it's like I think it makes me a little like uncomfortable in the fact that there is even a biopic situation going on about her because of her, huh?
That's the chat saying too. The chat saying that constantly, like, why are we doing this? Just cancel it, you know?
Fragility. What?
The chat
Did you
saying to
read the book?
cancel
Oh,
this.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron read the
She's
book.
too young.
Ron, we're going to Ron last because Ron is so passionate about this. Wait, Ron, wait. Okay, Angela, who's your takes? Who do you think, though? I mean, you were saying before, do we need this or not? But it's happening. So who do you think
No, I know.
over all these, your best favorite?
Okay, if you can sing, if you can dance, you kind of have the boobs, the bod, the whole thing. I mean, I'm not trying to say boobs, sorry, not in that way, but the physique. I'm going to retract.
Not in that way.
Too late, Angela.
Physique.
Not in that way.
And I would say, I mean, Millie Bobby Brown just reminds me of 11, for God's sakes. She reminds me of a little kid. I just can't shake that thought.
Oh.
So I feel like, I don't know, maybe if not that I want her to be, but maybe Sydney Sweeney, if she, again, puts in brown contacts, kind of, she's got that like angelic sort of, I don't know, if she can dance, I mean, Britney dances, so this person's got to dance. I mean, and I'll tell you this, I've danced, I've done commercial hip hop, all of it. If you can't, nobody, I mean, you can be taught certain things, but you have to have a natural like ability to dance. If you, someone can't teach you that at all. So
No.
if Sydney were to kind of come in and like, she could totally, I think she could do it. Maybe if she can dance and she can sing, then I think she could do a good job because she kind of does well with the damsel in distress vibe. And then,
yeah, she actually sold me in, I'm not going to lie, it's a weird thing to say, but she kind of sold me in her acting in Madam Web. She was so good in Madam Web. Wow. Madam Web was a shit movie, but she was good in it. And I was like,
I agree. I didn't really, her acting, I think I realized, I felt like for a long time, I realized why she might have been getting picked for roles all the time. Like she was with in Euphoria, right? It wasn't like some crazy role. It was just some like drunk kind of like.
Which is filming.
Valley Girl type archetype, I should say, for like the bitchy archetype for being in that film. And she didn't really have a ton of lines. It was just some slutty. It was like the slut, right? Like the typical archetype. They have the bitch, the slut, the powerhouse. Like there's like all these types that the
thirsty daddy. They're all there.
In film school, they teach you all this stuff. They teach you the types of people and characters you're going to come across, right? In film or TV. That's just how they have it built out, right? So nothing I'm saying is not accurate. It's just, I don't want to say it like, it sucks, but that's how it was brought when I was in school. They talked about it in my classes, my cinematic classes, of how like the slut or the whore. It's like, it's horrible language to me to have to say that. I feel like awful, but it's true. They do that. And so with Sydney Sweeney, I never thought she was some amazing actress. I thought she just fit a height, physique mold. She kind of has that like whimpery like face thing. I don't think she's like anything that's super gorgeous by any means, but I just think she fits a type. And then she's able to kind of just, maybe she's got some connections. She can kind of act. She does okay. I don't think she's the greatest there ever was, but I mean, I think she does all right. So.
Well, that's the one thing Ron and I talked about before is about even the singing thing. He was like, well, does Britney need to sing that best, the best Ron? What do you think? Oh, is Ron here?
I mean,
is Ron here? Do you guys see Ron? I don't see Ron.
I see Ron below, but not in the. He's not flying, but he's.
Yeah,
I don't see.
Ron, are you?
Oh, he just went away.
I think he's frozen.
Ron, do you hear us?
Refresh, Ron.
You got some apps open there, Ron. You got some apps open?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. You're back. You're back, Ron.
Okay. Random.
Secret Agent Man, Madam Web was not a great movie. I will say that one more time. Not a great movie, but I think she was good in it. I never really appreciated her till I saw that movie. That's me personally.
I fell in love with her in White Lotus.
She's great in White Lotus. You're right, Ron.
She was like, what a fucking bitch, man. She would have been my friend in school. Absolutely.
Yeah, but Ron, you are you love Britney. We know you love Britney. You actually read the book. You got the book, the bio, her whole memoir. You had the whole memoir, right?
Yes.
We've been talking about this for a while. This is a big lineup of people. Millie Bobby Brown could be cast already. Everybody we're saying could be just done anyways. Do you think if Millie Bobby Brown is the person, you'll be satisfied, or is there somebody else in this lineup that would make you more excited for the woman that you love?
Well, now it's not Courtney.
Which one? Oh,
The second woman that you love.
You know what? This whole list of actresses is an amazing list, and it's funny. I'm sure a lot of them are friends inside this circle, and they're up for the same role, which I'm sure happens a lot. But
oh yeah,
all of them are really good, and it's like I would be probably happy with almost anyone. But I do think that Depp, now that we've talked about that and seeing her and stuff, could be something. Yeah.
She's got that name card too. And then again,
it's another thing. As soon as you say it, it's just like, okay, well, there's Depp, yeah.
I just think I feel like, okay, I don't be too like body wise, but she's very skinny. And I feel like Britney, from like, I'm not saying from the guy standpoint, she's not like bone rail thin, but she's
a thicker girl. Yeah,
but she's not. I wouldn't say.
No.
I mean, she's.
Okay.
It's a good size.
She's got an athletic body.
Yeah, she's just fit. Like she's
just fit.
small.
She has an athletic body. Yeah,
and like the dancing
not
and
Brian's
the moving.
type.
The dancing and the moving. Yeah, man. The dancing and the moving. I'm just saying, you have to kind of be physical a little bit. You have to have a little bit more muscle, a little bit more some of you. And Britney was toned. Britney, when she had that snake on her for the VMAs, like look how great she looked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And
Pierre, what did you say? It's not Brian's type.
Yeah, he did say that.
Brian, I'm going to say this politely. Brian likes it a little more up top.
But Brian, with the whole body thing, how many men lose 40 pounds, gain 40 pounds for roles and stuff?
Most women in the world are not the size of most Hollywood actresses because it's like they're literally all like, everyone's like.
I didn't say anything about that. I just said that's what Brian likes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Good call.
Too late, Brian. We've talked about this. Okay.
This was the show that The Idol was the show that she was in on Prime. You should see it. You should check it out, Ron. It's really risque.
I will. Yeah.
Ron, what do you say to Queen right now, who says there's only one Britney Spears?
Absolutely. And I hope that whoever does do it does her justice. And I think they will. She's so respected by all of these girls that they want to do their best. I mean, look at Bobby Brown. I mean, it's like she's already becoming her to manifest that. I think that's kind of cool.
Do you think, Ron, because we see this, do you think that she's doing that on purpose because she thinks there's a chance she could play Britney Spears? Absolutely. Or do you think that she's already cast, and that's why this transformation is happening? They just finished shooting Stranger Things. It's done. It's in the can. It's done. They're in post. They're editing. They know they're beyond doing any kind of reshoots. Do you think that's what this is? That's
interesting. She is blonde. She's done with Stranger. That's an interesting theory. I wonder if it's already happened. Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, usually when you see some actor go for a transformation like this, it's either, it could be one, like, I've been playing this part for so long, right? And I was going to be different. But a lot of times it's the next role. Most of the time it's the next role.
Yeah.
Right. Like when Courtney
I think she's also, remember, she wants to step away from the Stranger Things tie of being this little girl, that's been like, handheld, I mean, by Drake throughout the whole time.
By Drake?
Yeah, but I mean, she's married to obviously Bon Jovi's son, which is great, and they're very cute and sweet. And I understand she's looking for something, which kind of reminds me of the days of like Miley. Remember Miley Cyrus when she was trying to find her like Breaking Hannah Montana mold?
And Wrecking Ball. She came out.
Trust me, I saw her on Hannah Montana. Trust me, I saw her on Hannah Montana.
Kind of, this reminds me of like her. She's trying to find a way of like everyone. Okay. Thank you so much for Stranger Things. Thank you for thinking of me as 11. I will like forever be grateful for that experience. But please look at me now as like this, like, you know, woman who's like open to, you know, I'm married. I'm an adult now. I want to do like. I want you to see me in a way that's not a little girl. I want to like show you like my depth. I want to show you my you know, my bandwidth of acting and what I'm capable of doing. And Britney Spears, it's very coincidental that I mean, I never see her spray tanned. I never see her with blonde hair. So the fact that those two things right there, unless they're going on some really amazing vacation and she just decided, hey, you know, blonde gives me more of this sultry, seductive look, I'm going to do it. But it's kind of coincidental with the whole Britney Spears biopic. It is.
It's very, the timing of that is, yeah. What a great thing to go from 11 to Britney.
See if she can get it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going from like a childhood movie to like all of a sudden you're like becoming this like sex icon or
I mean
everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like this whole thing.
Yeah. Peppy, are you excited about a Britney Spears movie?
Swing better.
All right, Peppy.
Swing.
I take that as a no, Peppy. Thank you.
So,
thanks, Peppy.
I think Brian, I think we should address to like secret agent man. Okay, maybe they should wait so the reason they aren't waiting to do any of this is because of her mental health. So in case people keep asking that question in the chat, like the secret agent man or queen or anyone else, whoever keeps asking, they're doing it because of her, where she's at mentally. And there is concern. And that's why they're wanting to do this biopic now.
Mm-hmm. And I think that wherever she's at right now, she wants to do it.
You know what's sad about that, Angela? Is they're worried about the biopic, not about her health.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's like, why don't we...
They don't give a shit about Britney. They want to make some money. That's what it comes down to.
Make money off of her, and I think that could be. I mean, when you think about it too, maybe that could have a negative impact on her. What are they trying to say about me? All these I mean, not that biopics aren't always about people who have like psychological problems. Look at the one with obviously Timothy Chalamet, Bob Dylan. You know, a complete unknown.
Yeah,
Bob Dylan is not he's not a person who he was people think that, you know, like these biopics that, you know, they turn to like entertainment to tell you the story of all these people, but still the stories are still yet to be, to unfold.
Dylan was a superstar. He deserved a biopic.
Yeah, but the point of them are not to like just. It's not because somebody was traumatized, had some bad childhood, had like all these psychological problems. Like the point is too. Maybe we're just also celebrating people's like creativity, their uniqueness, how they're different. I love things like that. It doesn't have to be. They don't have to come from like a broken home or whatever family. It's just about like, yes, he was a genius in very different ways, and he went about things uniquely in his life, but a lot of people do, and it's to show some similarities, I think, and also the differences, and how even though this movie was made with Bob Dylan, you know, it's still going to leave you at the end. It still leaves you with questions. I mean, he's 83 and he's still touring. He just released his record in 2023.
I mean, I love that he's involved with it, though, too. That's the biggest thing for these biopics. Is like Bob Dylan was involved with that, too. And he had a say in the whole Timothy Chalamet casting. Britney Spears is very involved with this. John Chu said, he goes, nothing happens without Britney's authorization. He said that. He goes, so people are asking about casting. He's like, comes down to Britney. It's not me. It's like, we have to honor her. And she has gone through so much crazy stuff. I can't even imagine, you know? We have to honor that person and let her legacy speak for itself. Right. And I really hope that whatever they do with this, whoever they cast, can actually embody her the best we can find. Like, I think
it's great to start doing these when people are actually, you know, they're still here, they're living. You can actually, you can have a say in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it even better, I think.
Yes, I agree.
If they do a good job, it's a great thing. If not, it's going to suck.
I think they will. John Chu's coming off Wicked. I know people are like really excited about that movie. He's excited about this. I think you kind of have to.
You do. You need to step it up.
I'll just say, I come in as like her sister.
Yeah.
I don't mean Jamie, but
her younger sister. Her younger sister.
Yes.
Her younger.
Okay, I'm going to come as a big brother. They better do a good job, or I'll kick their ass.
There we go.
There we go.
I mean,
you don't want to be your father.
Chalamet. I give Chalamet a lot of grief.
Yeah,
but he did Bob Dylan to a T.
Thank you, Secret Iggy's man. Thank you.
He did do. I mean, he did a really. I mean, the music that he was able to do, that was him. I mean, it was pretty incredible. I mean, I was like, wow.
Every artist in that movie did the artist they were portraying incredibly well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm the only one here old enough to remember watching them all live.
My dad grew up 20 miles away from Bob Dylan. They were right by each other. Like, not that, I mean, they have there was people that knew each other. I mean, it's not huge in the Iron Range. So, it's
wannabe.
I will say a lot of people here are very a lot of people in Minnesota are very proud that this made it to the
and they should be.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first saw him back in the 60s, I was not a big fan.
When did you,
Chalamet.
Don't be afraid to speak your age. It's totally fine.
Oh, fuck, I'm 70. I don't give a shit. If anybody didn't like it, they can kiss my...
First.
Dylan. It was a joke, Angela. The 1960s. I mean, hell, I went to the original Woodstock, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
There you go. Heck yeah, GR.
Yeah, photo.
Round applause for that.
And at 15, it was really good.
GR, a quick question. What did you think of Austin Butler as Elvis?
Yeah.
I thought he did a fabulous job.
Okay. I kind of figured you would say that. So, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, he really did a good job.
When I heard him, Ron, when I heard the casting of him, I went, who?
Yeah.
And then I saw the first, outtake or whatever.
Or teaser trailer.
And I was an Elvis fan. Hell, I remember a movie none of you may have heard of called Roustabout.
Roustabout?
Roustabout.
Roustabout. No, I don't.
Oh, that means is that English, GR?
No, he was a biker that got in an accident at a carny and became a carny, and that's what the movie's. Little Egypt came out running, strutting nothing but a button and a bow. And anyway, that's one of the songs.
Anyways, so Britney Spears biopic, everybody.
I just wanted to.
Ron, get over there for a second.
Thank you, Ron.
No, I just wanted to know what his opinion of that.
We should talk to Madonna and ask what Madonna thinks.
She'll probably be like Cass me.
Who?
Yeah, she'll probably say I could do it.
Yeah, I can do it. I'm the original Britney Spears.
I can do
Let me go get my face done.
It's fine. I did that last week. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Before we move on, we're going kind of late here. We really got into Britney. This happens. Okay. Last second, I'm going speed here. Your choice. I named a lot of names. Who is your choice for Britney Spears? And very fast, is it Millie Bobby Brown? GR, very fast. One more time, GR. Millie Bobby Brown? Britney Spears, we got? Depp, you saying Depp. Ron.
MBB.
There we go. Millie Bobby Brown for Ron. How about Angela? What we got here, Angela?
Me.
All right.
Sorry, girl, but you got nothing on me. Okay.
This is divided Kruse Control here tonight.
If I have to part ways with the role, I will maybe hand it off to you, and maybe Millie Bobby Brown. I don't know. I've got a 3. It's just I'd have to see them. I need to see them act.
MBB
all the way.
Either MBB or either
Dumb MBB. Yeah, you know me.
FS or
no multiple choices. It's one person.
SS.
Yeah, you know me. Too old for that shit. I'm like, what the fuck are they saying?
Brian, here's the question. Yeah. Who's your choice, Brian?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to say somebody nobody's saying. That Olivia girl. When I see Olivia, I think she looks, I don't really know her, which I love an unnamed person. I think she kind of has this cute kind of.
John? She's a little old, isn't she?
No, GR. You know what? I'm going to do this for you, GR, right now.
Show me Olivia.
I'm gonna put a picture up very fast, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Because I think that she kind of has like this innocent kind of baby kind of feeling to her. I'm just
drink,
saying,
Brian.
In my book,
meanwhile, she was pregnant with Justin Timberlake's baby.
She might be. I'm just saying.
She looks like someone I babysat.
What is she? 15, Brian?
She looks like a Mary-Kate Olsen.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking.
I get what you're saying, but she looks really, really young, too young.
She's super young.
I see what you're saying, Brian. I see what you're saying.
I don't know who she is. I don't attach her to anybody besides who she is. Most people I could tell you her name, they'd be like, "Who is this?" And and she kind of has this kind of like innocent young look that Britney had. And if you're going to cover that time in her life where she first starts with "Baby Hit Me One More Time," and I honestly, if I were to write this whole thing, I would cover that era. I would cast multiple Britneys over me. I would cast a younger version and then a version that's in her older. I'm not. She's like, what? She's 40. She's not.
She's like,
I would try something
like 43 or something.
Yeah.
She's your age, Brian.
She's my age, but I like her. I think she looks good. You can also age her up, Ron. You could age her up a little bit.
That girl makes you a pedophile. She looks like 12.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa! We hate pedophiles on Kruse Control.
I'm sorry, Brian. That was.
Yeah,
I was trying to
probably eliminate a few of the girls. Is there?
If anyone is watching a show that I might be doing any business with, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Ron, what were you saying?
Britney's very short, so if any of these actresses are in the taller range, they would not be in. They would not be good for it.
You'd be gone.
That's a 101 casting thing.
Do you know? I mean, off the top of your head, do you know how tall Britney Spears is?
Like 5.
I want to say like 5'4".
Because I have no idea. Like you said that, and I'm like, is she?
She's short.
Like I never.
Like 5. I think she's like 5'4".
She's 5'4". She's 5'4".
5'4".
Or 163 centimeters, if you're wondering, guys.
Okay.
Oh, look at this.
She's not
yeah. In case you're a centimeter kind of person.
Maybe she's 5'5". Like I wouldn't be able to. I'm 5'10", basically. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you're too tall.
Sorry, Angela, you're gone. You're gone, Angela. Sorry, you're gone.
I'm on Take a Break Island. Thank you.
Yeah, Take a Break Island. Go meet Johnny Depp. He's got some rum over there.
What I will do is, though, I will prepare you to dance, whoever this woman is. I'll be a choreographer. We'll just rock that shit out.
Look out.
I want to see this
down, girl.
It out, okay?
All right. Well, we'll find out if Millie Bobby Brown will be Britney Spears or if somebody else will step into the limelight. I don't know. Like I said, yes, Queen, leave Britney alone. It's happening, Queen. I hope that John Chu can actually make this happen with somebody great, fantastic that captures her and makes Ron happy at the end of the day. Because I know Ron is the person that I'm going to go to when this comes out to be like, Ron, is this right? So. What do you think?
I hope so.
Well,
now, an interesting thing about Britney, when she grows the hair out and she just likes that hair, like the mane and stuff. She goes, I want stripper hair. Give me stripper hair. That's what she says.
You want, I'm a slave for you hair. That's what you're saying, Ron, right? I'm your slave for you.
I like that, Ron. Give me this stripper hair. That's a classic. Hair.
Fun fact, when I was in high school, I used to like to dance to that song, I'm a Slave for You. It was fun.
Really?
Anyways.
Wait, what'd you do, Brian?
For you. Get it. Oh, get it.
Oh, look out, Angela. Look at you.
There she goes.
Oh, dear, you have no idea. This is just on the couch with a neck twist.
But
The neck twist.
when you got it, you got it.
Is that the truth?
Anyways, everybody, Britney. It's Britney, bitch. She's coming very soon to a big screen near you, and we have some massive casting. I kind of think we're speculating, we're talking about this, but I kind of feel like MBB might be on her way
Justin. What about who's going
to be in the Britney? Justin,
I just
GR.
hope that girl can dance.
You know.
How tall is Millie?
I'm not. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it right now. You know who's going to be fucking Justin Timberlake?
Timothy Chalamet.
Who?
Timothy fucking
God
Chalamet.
damn it.
Fucking Chalamet.
I can see it.
I'll be damned. Fix
Pelican
it.
feature. Yeah. I can see it.
Peppy, how do you feel about that?
Shut up, you guys. She's 5'3".
Yeah. God.
Got my
There you go.
goddamn blood pressure all up and shit.
Millie Bobby's 5'3".
Okay.
Oh shit. Yep, that's it.
That might be
That's
She's
it.
not big enough.
Yeah, right.
Only if GR and I dress up for it. You know, I like to put on the good dudes.
What are you guys dressing up for, Peppy? I have no idea. Peppy, what are you guys dressing up for? You tell me no?
I tell you what, you can fuck up and find out.
Okay. Yes,
Whoa, look out, Peppy. Get down.
I guess I will.
Give me a hot
calm down.
dog.
I'll give you a hot dog later, everybody. The Britney Spears biopic is coming. We'll find out. We've gone way over, guys. But very quickly, because it's been a big thing, too. People are talking about Britney Spears. People are talking about Kathleen Kennedy a lot, guys. And they've been saying, Kathleen Kennedy's out. Star Wars is done. But is she? Let's talk about that in our feature story of the night. Woo, everybody. This started this week on Monday. And I said on Wednesday we were talking about the Cliff Notes version. But on Monday, Puck News came forward and said that this was actually Matthew Bellani came forward and said that Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down. Now, he said she's going to vacate her place. All the trades went nuts. Everybody went nuts and said, yep, she's done. Stepping down, they're finding somebody she's over with. Well, I said I wait for a reason. Here's the reason why. Kathleen Kennedy came forward in an interview because everybody was talking about it. Everybody. And then so she came forward and said, okay, let's address this. And for me, I'm like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew before the week was done, we were going to have this conversation. So here it is. So she came forward and here's what she said. She said, the truth is, I just want to just say this as loud and clear as I can. I am not retiring. I am not retiring. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That's the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. But what's happening at Lucasfilms is been talked about for quite some time with both Bob and Alan about the eventful succession, or I say eventual, Brian can't speak right now. It's been a long night. Eventual succession might look like. And she said, here's what it is. There's a bench full of people who've been talking to and talking about. An announcement is not months or maybe it could be a year down the road. We're not talking about that yet. We are locked set on what we're doing right now. Continuing the Star Wars franchise, producing the Mandalorian movie, right? Making that happen. Sean Levy's new Star Wars movie he's doing too. Taika Waititi's movie. We also have, again, a whole new franchise coming in. She's saying, I'm involved with all of it, and I will be. She said, Taika Waititi's movie. She said that I keep talking to him, but he's busy. He's writing other things. He's so busy. I love him. He's fantastic. But we're going to make it happen. It's tricky because of his schedule. Simon Kinberg, he did the Star Trek stuff. Jordan would love this shit. He's taking over for the next 3 movies for Star Wars. I'm talking about, again, 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11, and 12. He's going to do those. That's still happening. Maybe around June they'll have a script. We're waiting on that. Mandalorian shooting right now. That's the future of Star Wars. Also on top of that too, Sean Levy, he said that his series is going to happen after, okay, it's going to take place after 9. So after 9, so in the future too, 6 years out still to get that movie. She's involved with all of this, and that's going to involve some characters from, again, the new franchises and maybe a lot of new characters too. So the stuff here, people speculate. Here's what I would say. Wait. People speculate. They say this is happening. A lot of times it doesn't happen. She's not gone yet, guys. She will be gone. And people are saying that Feige's going to be gone soon. Yes, he'll be gone eventually. The Feige stuff, too, they're saying after X-Men. Guys, that's 10 years afterwards. That's 10 years in the future. Let's please calm down.
Gunn's going to be gone, too?
No, it's a whole different franchise, GR. Gunn's going to stick around forever. But you know why? Because Gunn's not going until Ron takes over. And when Ron takes over, then he'll step down. And he just started, man. So when all
this
this
taking over next week, Ron?
Yeah, Disney stock is going to go down when she leaves. Could be Angel. She has been the forefront of everything Star Wars. I would say this, though, between GR and Ron, I think if she does step down, I'm going to say this. I'll say it out loud. Put George Lucas in charge. Put George Lucas back in charge. You bought it from him. He made it successful before. Manage it. Make it a dual thing. George Lucas and somebody else. People are saying Kevin Feige because he'll step down from Marvel and take over. I would say not. Find a business person and then put George Lucas in charge with that business person, like they did with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and have them run Star Wars moving forward. And I think that's the best formula. I think Kathleen Kennedy has a lot of misses. Acolyte was not great. It was not great. Most of these,
sucked.
The Han Solo movie was a fucking atrocious mess. You had to have Ron Howard come in and try to fix it. I mean, she's been in charge for all of this, and it hasn't been great. You guys dropped the ball on the future franchises, but this happens. Ron, I'm gonna go to Ron. Ron, okay, so this has happened a lot of times. You've been a lot of showrunners and stuff that have come and gone, studio heads. It happens. Do you think that the trades were maybe like too jumpy on this? But because I think people are upset with again Star Wars. I know Star Wars is a whole thing. They're fanatics about it. But you think the trades were so excited for a change, they jumped on this too fast? And do you think that there's any formula in your mind that'd be good moving forward?
Do I think they jumped on it too fast? I do. I think it must have been a slow news cycle for them. But yeah, they just
everybody this week, Ron. Everybody.
It's just been, it's too much. It's just like nothing's even happened. And is it going to be 10 years in the future? Well, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, Yeah. So it's to me, it's a lot of speculation that it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I know people are saying George Lucas is too old. He's older. Maybe you have him more of a consultant because the stuff that actually worked, he came back for.
He's youth deprived, Brian. He's not old.
Yeah.
He's youth deprived.
Yeah, he's deprived.
He just wrote a $5 billion check for his museum.
That's amazing. Can you imagine? Do you think that George Lucas won't even come back to this, though, Ron?
Oh, yeah. I think he's walked away.
He got his billions and billions and billions.
I think he'll walk away. I think he'll leave that where it was. Why? He doesn't need to be a part of this anymore.
What do you think about like Feige shifting gears and coming over to Star Wars?
That seems natural. That seems natural to me. When you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
What about somebody different? Like, what if they put it in somebody like Courtney Cox?
Well then, of course.
Well, I guess that did throw you off. But like, what if they threw somebody else in there? Like, let's talk about like, I don't know. Let's think of somebody big that could go. Like, I mean, Spielberg. Maybe threw somebody older generation in here to take over this. Maybe you throw in like Nolan in here, like, or somebody. Maybe you throw in what's you worked in the business for a long time. Is there anybody you could see in your whole repertoire of contacts that you think could be a good fit to take over for Star Wars moving forward?
Well, for one thing, I did sitcoms, hardly on the level of the Star Wars franchise.
There's somebody in there that loved it, though. You had to have met somebody.
Oh,
different take.
Yeah.
Let's throw Robbie Countryman in here, man. I'd throw Robbie in here. God. Can you imagine Robbie taking over?
Oh, wow. It would be a very chill atmosphere.
It'd be very chill. Chill.
You know, there's one, and it's like he's just such an asshole, but he's really good. He had a shovel of dirt thrown at him by Burt Reynolds. I mean, he could be that much of a pain in the ass.
Burt Reynolds was that pissed. He was like, were they so on it? Were they during a scene or something like that? And he just kind of threw it.
A scene, and we had to get this scene, and it was lunchtime, and the producer was down there, and he's like, "We got to break for lunch." And Burt Reynolds is like, "I just need one more take. We'll just get it. Can't we go into a Grace?
Go to Grace, yeah."
And the producer's like, no, we're not going into Grace. We're just blah, blah, blah. He goes, no, just let me get this. I don't want to come back and have to, get back into that. And he's like, no, we got to go. And he takes a thing of dirt and just throws it right at him in front of the whole crew.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. If you guys are wondering what Grace is it's a term in our contracts where they give us a 12 extra minutes. So if you call Grace, it's all about meal penalties. So after 6 hours, if you don't break for lunch, there's penalties that form. And that's the union stuff. So the union is making sure that if you're not breaking for lunch, you're getting paid. So if you don't break, you can call Grace for 12 minutes. You get 12 minutes and that's it. You get an extra 12 minutes, finish your shot, do whatever. Then after 12 minutes, the penalties start.
Then
that's what Ron means.
And there's a lot of
Ron, who did he throw the dirt at? I'm sorry, I missed the name.
Oh, the producer, John Ziffrin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was with Brillstein Gray.
That's kind of like when I think I was telling you guys before working on Westworld, and it was like 115 degrees and people are dropping and they were trying to go beyond Grace to keep shooting for meal penalties, and then everyone's everybody's dying, Yeah. And then we were like, what are we gonna do? I remember I was standing, I was like, oh my god, it was so hot. There was they built this whole fortress in the middle of Santa Clarita, and it was super hot. I'm like, how are we even standing here right now? And then what actually happened was the main actress, she was like, I'm fucking done. And she just stepped away and she left and she got into a van and went to lunch. Yeah. She's like, I'm just freaking done.
That's and I'm sometimes how we get anything done.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got the cast has to step up and it has to just make that happen, Yeah.
Well, I think it takes somebody that's got the star power to have the balls to say, F you, I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
It's tough. Some people can't do that, but if you're a producer on there, sometimes you can. If you're not, and Evan Rachel Wood was such a big figure in that series. Once she walked away, that was it. That was it. They said lunch. We broke. GR, what do you think about that? Do you think that Kathleen Kennedy stepping down? Although there's a lot of backlash. Are you surprised to hear that she's not stepping down right now? And also, is there anybody in your mind that you think would be great to take over Star Wars?
To the first part, no. I think Kathleen will she eventually step down? Yeah, maybe 10, 20 years from now. But she's got an excellent track record. Yeah, there have been some misfires.
The TV shows are the worst, I think, but except Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing there?
I love Skeleton. I'm sorry. What?
I said, what are you doing there? I think it was Luke Skywalker behind you. What did you get some
Obi-Wan Kenobi was telling me you don't. These aren't the droids.
Obi-Wan,
these aren't the droids you're looking for.
You have my friend in here. You have R2D2 behind you.
R2D2 and Obi-Wan telling Jared these are not the. This is not the news you're talking about.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Can you do it with your hands? Just
my GR, can you give us one of those?
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Nice.
I think you're frailing those fingers a little bit too much there, GR. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't have the camera to look at. It's different when Brian. When you're on scene, it's a little different.
Queen, good point. Development problems. A lot of development problems with a lot of the projects they've been making. A lot have been held up. Filoni, who did the animated series, took over. I think give that guy a chance. I know that people are talking about Filoni a lot. He did what was that? The Ahsoka. He did Ahsoka, and he understood that franchise. I just think that maybe we get to somebody new. Somebody new. What a concept that is, Like somebody that hasn't touched this universe before. They're from a universe beyond Star Wars. Throw them in there. I don't know. Why not?
We got to ask Jordan.
In a universe far away.
Angela, the Kathleen Kennedy thing has been pushed everywhere online this week. Everybody's been talking about it. Everyone's saying she's done. She's gone. That's it. I mean, there have been a million YouTube videos about this. She came forward and said, no. Are you surprised by that? But she said they are looking for a successor, of course. And is there anybody else in your mind you can see taking over Star Wars and actually leading into the 22nd century?
I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. I think people always change their minds sometimes. You're right. Like maybe when she thought she would be in 2012. She thought she'd step down in 2025, and now it's like you're here. It's not the end, but you're in the 2025, and maybe she's thinking, yeah, it's just not my time yet. So.
And she said, Angela, that she's still going to be involved with all these projects. She's like, I'm so involved. I'm still working on them. They're working on Mandalorian right now in Grogu. They're working on.
Yeah, I love Mandalorian.
Grogu.
Yeah,
he's like Gizmo in a lot of ways.
I know, my little baby Yoda.
You know,
I still want like a Yoda, yeah, baby.
Yoda.
I still say Baby Yoda. I don't care. Baby Yoda and Gizmo interaction, and we're like set.
Gizmo.
Yeah, I mean that would literally they would sell everything out everywhere. It'd be just everything would be bananas. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in terms of like the next leader for like there needs to be obviously creative balance. You know, the business acumen side, meeting fan expectations. So I don't know. I mean, obviously I think it's challenging considering Star Wars, but they've had a sort of divisive run under her tenure. But I think the strong contenders obviously are like Dave, was it Filoni?
Yeah, Filoni.
Or Filani, whatever. Yeah, like that's like probably the favorite choices. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that could be like what Kevin, was it Feige?
Kevin Feige is like the main person. People are saying Feige will take over. But I mean, like there might be somebody else out there.
What about like Jon Favreau?
I mean, Favreau too. He made Iron Man, and Iron Man was like their biggest hit. Like, and he started Mandalorian, their biggest TV hit since maybe Favreau takes over.
Deborah Chow.
Chow. Swingers was so good, Ron.
Yeah, it was really good. Deborah Chow, maybe.
Yeah, Deborah Chow.
Now with Jon Favreau in Friends.
So let's just put Cox in there.
Courtney Cox. Everyone, it's done.
Courtney Cox.
That's it.
Ron.
That's it. Let's just go to the Courtney Cox.
I can tell you, you know, Ron will watch Star Wars if Courtney Cox and Britney Spears have a lesbian scene together in an episode.
My head's blowing up.
Oh my God.
I will definitely be calling in a few weeks, Brian. I might not be here.
I mean,
Brian, here's one for you.
Yeah.
Here's one nobody will have heard of. How about Warren Shepherd?
Warren. I love Warren. He'd be great. You see, he understands that universe too. He's a great guy.
Maybe Kathleen Kennedy's executive, her right hand executive could be somebody to replace.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, I just internal hire, which Disney likes to do. You know, they like to do all that stuff.
But people are mad about the direction of Star Wars these days. People are mad about Ahsoka. People were mad about Acolyte. People were mad about Skeleton. But people didn't even watch Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew was fucking magic. It was good.
It really was.
Did you finish it, GR?
Yeah, well, I'm up to episode 7 or 6 or 7.
You're almost done. GR's been binging that. I told him to watch it. I put him on. I had to go to GR's house. I logged him into all the platforms, and GR's loving it. He's watching everything. It's a good show. It's just like the problem is sometimes people will say, hey, this is not my Star Wars, so I'm done. You know? You can't ever make the fans happy. Kathleen Kennedy is not going to be here forever, but she's not gone tomorrow. She's not gone today. People can freak out, hear one rumor from one person and believe that's what it is. I'm happy she came forward and said this. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think at the end of the day, too, like Disney's always going to, go for corporate love.
Yeah.
They want stability. They want a safe pick. That's a fan favorite.
Oh, you know everybody's in these meetings about who takes over. Yeah. I mean, Mickey Mouse is there. He's having a great time. He's making sure that his paws are all over whoever comes over and takes over next,
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It'll be a favorite internal and probably.
I think it'll be Ron.
I would love if Ron took over Star Wars. First of all, we would get more exposure for Kruse Control, but secondly, he'd be fucking taken care of. I just say, first of all, Robbie taking over. I'm taking care of it. I'll say, secondly, Kruse Control. Sorry, Ron. I'm going to want myself there.
Well, Ron would take over and pass it down to Torbett.
Of course. My legacy.
I would love Torbett to play a character in Star Wars. Oh, my God.
That would be great.
Like a young Jedi Knight. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
You would have to be a Jedi Master, Ron. You could play a Jedi Master. Even though you're not in this universe, you could totally play a Jedi Master.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to show Angela the footage of Torbett in the Valley.
Oh, you've never seen that, Angela?
One scene.
No.
She has to see that one scene with him.
We can't play it here.
We had this scene, right? And Torbett came in, and at his young age, he was like, I've got this. He was 3. And he just started like, honestly, it was kind of hilarious because he started improvising a bunch of stuff. And he was just saying,
the whole thing was a different speech. He got rid of what he was supposed to say, did his own thing. And
it was funnier.
Tim said, can you do that again? And he's like, yeah.
It was better. I'm like Torbett, damn. Like we had something written for him, and he came and he's like, nah, I'm gonna say this. And he said it. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
And he didn't even know what was like going on. He didn't know the context of the scene, what that means. Yep. And so for him to come, we still joke about it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Are you kidding me was the line. So it was like, I think the line was like, put that away. The scene was like my character walks into the audition and he had taken a Viagra like an hour earlier. And because he was ahead of date, right? And then like his agent calls and says, you have a rush call for an audition. And he's like, I'll go. And it's for a Cheerios commercial with a young kid. And he gets there. And as soon as he gets the audition, he gets, it happens. And the kid turns to him, which is Torbett. And the line was like, I think the line was like, put that away or something. And Torbett's like, no. He's like, he looked, he goes, are you kidding me? And then,
oh my God.
And then he delivered it exactly the same way for the second take, and I was done. 2 takes, he was out.
We all busted out laughing so loud, we're like, do that again. And he's like, are you kidding
me? Oh my gosh!
It was good.
Like he would have the balls.
And he is definitely Ron's son.
Yes. Yeah. That was great.
Are you kidding me?
Watching Tim's face was just great on that. He was just like, yeah, that was fantastic.
We're like, what is happening?
That's the first time I've ever seen Tim as lost for words.
Yeah, it's very rare.
It was good.
It's very rare. But guys, so I just want to say, Star Wars, don't always believe the hype. You hear stuff. That's why I waited. Everyone's been in the chat said themselves, Kathleen Kennedy's gone. It's not going to happen until it happens.
It's going to be such a phase out. It's just gonna be,
Yeah, it will be, Ron. It'll be on her own terms, on their terms. And she said it very tactfully, like, I am not done with film anytime soon. And I think they know when it comes down to Star Wars, this machine is going to go on for decades, decades. So you have to start planning for the future. But it doesn't mean she's gone tomorrow. No, it doesn't mean...
Your kids will be watching Star Wars, Brian.
Yes. Well, hopefully one day I have
kids. Your grandkids will.
Yeah. One time there'll be little Brian's running around. It's going to be probably in the future, but one day. And when that day comes, I will still be here talking to you, So I got to say this. So again, don't believe the hype. Believe the facts. Believe the truth. And also watch Kruse Control.
And take a breath.
More important.
And take a breath. We have to take a breath, Life will, because life can fuck us up very fast, GR. We can lose our mind and like this. And so sometimes we got to take whatever we take in every day. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything that's thrown at us every day, it might upset us. It might freak us out. It make us wonder about where the world is. What's happening. It can be entertaining, anything. Take a breath. Center yourself. And let's keep moving forward. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. We appreciate you as always. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good time, guys. We had a good time. I always have a good time. We appreciate you. Grandpa Jones, I don't know who that is, though, but we appreciate you. Thank you, Secret Agent man. Secret Asian man.
Asian man.
And he's taking away your name. Anyways, GR Waters, thank you for being on Cruise Control as always. Having a great time. Thirsty Daddy himself. Appreciate you, GR. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Brian. It was my pleasure. Trust me.
Yeah, dude, that's our pleasure. We're engrossed with the thirstiness, GR, and we accept it. So thank you for being here every time, in and out, roundabout.
You got to do what you got to do, Brian.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Also, thank you, fellow producer, Mr. Ronald, Todd, Woodward. Ron, hope you had a good time tonight. Ron, appreciate you as always.
I had a great time. Fun show.
Don't worry, Ron. It's always gonna be happy.
I'll be happy. Don't worry.
Anything big you want to talk about, Ron, before we take off?
No.
It's okay.
I think I've talked enough.
Okay. What do you want to do? Ron, do you want to do
something really good for you next week?
Before we leave? Is there anything about Cox yet?
Ron likes Cox a lot.
I think Ron loves Cox. Let's not sugarcoat this shit. Let's not sugarcoat it, okay?
There's no sugarcoating. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I love Courtney Cox too.
I don't know what it's the blue eyes and the dark hair. The blue eyes and the dark hair just gets me.
You know what? Everybody loves her.
I got the blonde hair, but I don't have the blue, the whatever.
Pepe, anything to say?
Okay, yes.
I wasn't aware that you were an expert on this subject.
Yes, he is, Pepe. He is.
That was good.
He is. Thank you for being here, Ron.
Queen, I love her too, as you know. Look, Queen loves Cox.
Also, Angela. Thank you, Angela. As always, it was a great time tonight, Angela.
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
Hanging on my couch, talking to you.
It's true.
Super fun. Very fun. Good. It was a fun night.
Anything big too, Angela, going on?
Anything
big? Anything big you want to announce? Anything?
I don't know. I mean, there's always stuff in the woodwork, but
one day stronger, one day taller,
and
one day thirstier.
One day
as
more
GR says.
sophisticated and frothy. Yes.
And frothy. Yep. Anyways, thank you all for being here.
You know how it goes. Always stuff going on. Always things happening.
I think we had a great time tonight. We went way over. We were just
wow.
Right, Ron? We were just talking.
2 hours.
I can't wait to see that overtime on my check. That's cool.
we spoke about Britney Spears for a solid 30 minutes. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
She deserves that.
30? How about 50?
It was not 50, GR. It was not 50.
Long as her biopic for an hour and a half.
The girls love the Pepestar.
And we know that, Pepe. We know. Anyways, thank you all for being Thank you all for being here on Cruise Control. But as always, please, guys, I'll say it again. If you're just tuning in, never watched the show before, please like the show, subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps us out tremendously. But you got to keep spreading that word because Pepe can't do it himself. GR, Angela, Ron can't do it. I can't do it. It comes down to you. So please like and subscribe. Join our Patreon if you can. And as always, everybody, woo, this is like so much pressure these days. You got to tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your grandmas and grandparents who knew Tony the Tiger back in the day because they were fantastic friends. And they're great. They love Cruise Control. You can too. So tell those chinchillas, the beetles, the bears, the badgers, oh my, watch out for those tiger super watch out for the squirrels and nuts and all those fucking little tiny little creatures. The marsupials are fucking tiny. The microscope, they're fucking tiny. They can subscribe. There's millions of them. They're fucking tiny. And they can subscribe and you can too. If they can subscribe, there's that button you can do as well. Make it happen. Watch out for that squirrel that fucks your fucking chinchilla, beaver, badger, okay? And your pool man. You'll say, oh, conglomerate. I always have there's a fucking crazy orgy going on. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is, but I saw it yesterday. I saw it yesterday, and GR said it's cool. I don't know why it's cool, but they like Kruse Control, so I love them too. So have a great night. Take care, you guys. We love you.
Brian's going to pass out now.
We'll see you.
Brian's going to take a nap.
We'll see you back on Monday for Oscar celebration. But until then, everybody, please stay classy, stay sexy, stay sassy, frothy, and foamy. And also love the person you love this weekend or love yourself. And until Monday, everybody.
That's lovely.
See ya.
Bye.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.